Couple reminders. You can make your way to your mat. We're going to be in child's pose to start. We have our Cube Fit Scramble happening this month. It's going to start August 11th, and all you have to do is join a class a day to get the letter of the day. At the end of each week, you'll have a word that you can make with those scrambled letters throughout the week. And then you submit it and you're entered into the prize drawing. There'll be a prize drawn every week. All right, let's get down on the mat in our child's pose. So you're going to bring your big toes together, your knees as wide as the mat. And then I want you to walk your hands forward and start to sink your chest towards the mat. If it's more comfortable for you, you can bring 2 yoga blocks, one under your chest, one under your head, or just one of those to kind of bring the floor closer to you. You're going to rest here. Deep breaths. With each exhale, trying to heavy your chest and head a little bit more into either the blocks or the mat. Feel your hips heavy. These next few exhales, I want you to specifically try to press the area between your shoulder blades down towards the mat. Feel that stretch in your mid-back. Any tension releasing. On your next inhale, go ahead and slide your hands back to towards your head and lift up onto all fours. So knees will come underneath your hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes and just to find a gentle rock here. So hips go back towards the heel, shoulders come towards the fingertips. As you come towards the fingertips, feel free to go a little bit past the fingertips if it feels okay in your wrists. If it feels like too much, then just go right to the shoulders over wrist point and come back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Go ahead and find that neutral position over those wrists. Untuck the toes. From here, I want you to take your right fingertips and turn them to face your right thigh and set that palm down. You're going to find a rock here. You can go side to side. You can go forward and back, whatever feels good in that forearm, the underside of it. Be mindful to keep the right shoulder blade packed so it's not shrugging up into your ears. And then we'll flip it over. So fingertips are still going to be facing your thigh, but back of your hand is on the mat. And you're not going to put much weight into that hand at all, but you can still start to rock side to side. And you'll feel that stretch now on the top of your forearm, and it can get pretty intense, especially after typing all day. So just be gentle. If you find a point of extra tension, just breathe into it. On your exhale, feel those muscles release. Release that hand, bring it back to neutral on the mat, and then we'll switch sides. So left fingertips face the thigh, palm flattens, and then you rock side to side, forward to back. Try to keep your eyes on the mat in front of you, maintaining that neutral spine as you just find a flow of movement with your breath. From here, you'll flip your hand over. Back of your hand is on the mat. Remember, not much weight goes into that hand, but just find a gentle rock. Feeling the stretch on the top of that forearm, keeping the arms straight. Go ahead and bring that hand back to neutral. From here, I want you to sink your hips back just slightly. That's going to help lock in those hips. We're going to lower down onto the left forearm and take our right hand to the back of the head. From here, on your exhale, I want you to open towards the ceiling, sending your elbow towards the sky. Inhale, right back to neutral. Exhale, engage the core, belly button towards your spine, and open up. Inhale, back neutral. Exhale, engage first, then rotate, let the air out. Last one here. Holding in this rotated position, I want you to extend your arm up towards the sky. Pulling the shoulder blades together, hold here for a breath in, breath out. On your inhale, thread the right arm through the left armpit and slowly lower back, sink those hips back towards your heels. You can even walk your left hand forward and heavy yourself towards your mat. Deep breaths here. With each one, try to heavy your chest down. Feel that stretch on the inside of the shoulder blade on the right side. If you need to, you can rest your head on a block or let it fall to the mat. Inhale, slide the left arm back, press yourself up, and we'll repeat on the other side. So hips go back, lower to that right forearm. Left hand is going to come behind the head now. Exhale as you open. Inhale, come back center. Exhale. Rotate. Inhale, neutral. Use your core to rotate through the spine. Exhale, engage the belly button to the spine. On this last one, hold that rotation, send the arm high. Pack the shoulders. Hold here for a breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach the left arm through the right and lower back. You can walk the right hand forward. Heavy the head, heavy the chest. Slow, deep breaths. Inhale, slide the right hand in. Press yourself up, back onto all fours. A slow cat and cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round out the spine, chin to chest. Find your flow here. Holding in one position. If it needs a little extra. Meet me in a neutral position. Tuck the toes and send your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Feel free to adjust the width of your feet to whatever feels good to you. Pressing away through the upper body. Shifting the weight from side to side through your hips. Breathing as you move. Both heels reach towards the mat. Walk your feet towards your hands. Hang down in the forward fold. Let your head hang, your arms hang. Really let the shoulders release. You can grab opposite elbows, rock side to side. Inhale, release the hands. On your next inhale, slide your hands up to a halfway lift. Right above the knees, you're going to press away. Find the length in your spine, eyes on the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time rising all the way to the top. Hands come together at the top. I want you to grab left wrist with right hand. I want you to reach tall and then lower to the right side. Gentle pull on that left wrist. Feel that side body stretch. Inhale through center. Switch, grabbing the right wrist with the left hand. Grow tall first, and then over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time each side. We come through center, grow tall. Shoulders stay out of our ears. Inhale, reach. Back to center. Let those arms come down. I want you to take your hands to your low back. Fingertips facing the mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to pull those shoulder blades together. Elbows reach toward each other, and then let our rib cage come forward. If it feels okay in your neck, go ahead and look up. Feel free to close your eyes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay for one more breath cycle here. Opening the chest. Inhale, release the hands. Exhale, bow down into a forward fold. Let those arms release and hang. Bending the knees, plant the hands on the mat and step your feet back so you're in a downward dog. Right leg is going to go high, three-legged dog. Go ahead and open up the right hip, bending the right knee. Re-extend, step the right foot forward to the outside of your hands. You can help it if you need. Lower that back knee down, untuck the toe, and hold here. You have the option here to use those blocks to elevate the hands. You want to find a position that allows you to fully release into this stretch through breath. So if you need to elevate those hands to calm your muscles down, then that's worth it. You can use books, pillows, stiffer pillows, I should say. Relax the shoulders. On your next inhale, really heavy that hip towards the ground. One more breath cycle here. Big inhale, exhale. From here, we're going to start to shift our weight towards our heel. So I want you to tuck the left toe. I'm going to use my blocks. So I'm going to bring my blocks back with me as I straighten the front leg. You can either keep the blocks flat or you can tip them up so they're a little bit higher. I have extremely tight hamstrings, so this is needed for me. But again, use whatever props you need to make your body be able to relax in the stretch. With each breath, we're going to let our hips sink a little deeper. You can untuck that toe if it becomes too uncomfortable. Relax the shoulders. One more breath in. Breath out. Inhale, walk your hands forward. You can keep the blocks nearby. I want your hands just slightly in front of that right foot. Untuck the toe if it's tucked. And I want you to just start to rock side to side. We're going to move into a half pigeon pose. So we're eventually going to walk that right foot across the mat. You can also get into this through down dog if it's easier for you to just pull the knee forward. But from here, I want you to heel toe your foot across the mat and then lower the right knee down. We're targeting that outer hip here. You have the option to use these blocks again to lift the floor to you, backing the shoulders or releasing the shoulders, breathing into those hips. One more breath here. And then I want you to slowly set that right hip down. You're just going to kind of gently fall to one side and swing your left leg around. We're going to come into a half butterfly pose here. So your right foot comes to the inner thigh of the left leg. Your left toes are lifted towards the sky. I want you to turn your shoulders to face your bent leg. From here, right hand is going to gently press on that right leg. Left arm is going to reach to the inside of the left foot. You find your range. You can either stay here or that right arm is going to go up and over for a bigger side body stretch. Keeping the right hip anchored. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale. Sink a little deeper. Relax the shoulders. One more breath cycle here. Go ahead and inhale back to center. And we'll switch sides. Bring it back into that downward facing dog. And make sure your blocks are nearby if you've used them. Hips go high. Pedal it out if you need. Left leg is going to reach up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Re-extend, step the left foot forward, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. We find stillness here, with or without our blocks. Really trying to release or heavy that right hip towards the mat. Releasing the tension from our shoulders. With each exhale, try to release those hips a little further. Inhale, start to lift the hips and shift them back towards the right heel as you straighten the left leg. Feel free to take your blocks with you. Finding that stretch you can breathe into. When your muscles feel comfortable releasing in. Inhale, shift forward. Place the blocks at the top of your mat. Hands come in front of the foot. You're going to start to rock side to side. Eventually, heel-toeing your foot across the mat, lowering the left knee, untucking the toe, and finding half pigeon. You can use your blocks to lift your hands if needed. Sometimes you need it on one side versus the other. Lift the chest, pack the shoulders. Breathe, you're heading the left hip. Inhale, slowly lower to that left hip. Swing your right leg in front. We have our left foot on the inside of our right thigh. From here, twist towards that bent leg. Left hand presses down gently, right hand reaches. Option to just hold here if that's enough, or reach that left arm up and over, anchoring the left hip. Breathing here. Sinking into the stretch. Inhale, back up center. Go ahead and bring your right leg in. Try to sit cross-legged. If not, you can find butterfly or staff pose. I want you to turn your palms up on your knees. Spine is stacked tall. Back to those deep breaths we started with in child's pose. Notice how your body feels now at the end of class. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Let your rib cage expand. Exhale, release those arms. Thank yourself for showing up today. That is all I have for you, but please feel free to stay on your mat as long as you need to today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you back here next week. Have a great rest of your Monday.